Good morning, my neighbors. I hope you guys are good. Yeah, it's another beautiful day. So, I just want to talk about something that was on my mind yesterday. So, yesterday I was thinking about gender-based violence. And so I made a whole lot of posts about it on my Facebook page. I learned a lot, right? First of all, I realized it's a very touchy subject. And so people get triggered easily by it. So actually my whole thing with my thoughts on gender-based violence was the title, not the phenomenon. So I was actually questioning the name, the label. So that some of the attacks I perceived, people assumed I was questioning the phenomenon. I know stuff is going on. So that wasn't the case. That wasn't even it. I was just talking about the name, gender-based violence, and the confusion that name has. Because how many things fall under gender-based violence? When the first time I heard that, I was thinking about, I think I've always heard about it. And I always just assumed it was men treating women, like trash. And I was like, you guys, I thought it was, I've been cool with the men are trash movement, So, because, I'm like, I see the women crying and I'm like, we really need to help them out and stuff. So now GBV, there's so much put in there, right? What confused me was I found out we're victims too, like the men. Right? Because when I was doing my research on gender-based violence, I was looking to see a gender that's a villain. Because I was like, so this violence is based on gender. Man, show me this gender. You know what I mean? Then when I did my research, I found out men are victims too. I was like, okay, cool. So gender-based violence is violence based on gender, but it happens to both genders. That was confusing now. Actually, one of the questions I asked was, it used to be called domestic violence. When did it change to gender-based violence? And it was perceived as all lives are mattering it. But it wasn't really. It's not the same. I don't think it's exactly the same. It's not the same. Because I wasn't saying this stuff isn't happening, no. I was saying, this name is very confusing. You know what I mean? Check this out. Violence against women and children, very clear and unambiguous. Easy to understand. You know what I mean? Straightforward. Gender-based violence, you're looking for violence that's based on gender. Now, who does violence when they're doing violence, right? And gender is like heavily on your mind. Because my whole thing was, even when it's crazy. So anyway, it was confusing. It was very confusing. And I just put my thoughts clearly, and honestly, and as best I could. And I was anxious, bruh. When I was having all those engagements, I'll be honest, I was like, damn.